What makes a ring legendary? A rare stone, a price in the millions, or secrets it has guarded for centuries? Today we'll reveal the stories of 10 wedding rings from the British royal family, each one a true legend. One was crafted from pieces of a shattered tiara, another was chosen straight from a store catalog, and a third holds a secret that could change your view of royal traditions forever. But what we discovered about the most legendary ring will exceed all your expectations. Before we begin, don't forget to write your city in the comments. We're curious where lovers of royal luxury live. And if you give us a like and subscribe, that would be the best reward for our small channel. When 20-year-old Lady Diana Spencer reached toward the tray of jewels at Gerard's salon, few could have imagined that this gesture would shake the foundations of a 1,000-year-old monarchy. Behind the royal jeweler's glass cases lay rings, each worthy of becoming a symbol for the future Princess of Wales. But Diana made a choice that left courtiers stunned. What was so shocking about her decision? Instead of an exclusive piece, she chose a ring from a catalog. Yes, from an ordinary catalog available to any buyer. A 12-carat Ceylon sapphire surrounded by 14 diamonds for £28,000 became a symbol of quiet revolution. Behind this choice lay a story of passion and sacrifice. The azure sapphire didn't simply adorn her hand. It reflected the depth of her unforgettable deep blue eyes and carried a message the world would understand only years later. The most amazing part began after the tragedy. When the princess left this world, the ring went to Prince Harry. Then something happened that touched millions of hearts. Diana's younger son made a gesture of noble sacrifice. He gave his mother's inheritance to his older brother, so William could propose to Catherine Middleton with their mother's ring. Today it's valued at £400,000 to £500,000, but its true value is immeasurable. In every facet reflects the memory of a princess who dared to be herself. The story began long before Diana, in an era when love had to be won twice. It wasn't love at first sight. Prince Albert, Duke of York, received 2 rejections from Lady Elizabeth Bowes Lyon. What made the future Queen Mother say no twice? Fear the golden cage of royal duties. For his third proposal, the prince prepared an argument no woman's heart could resist: a ring. The rarest cashmere sapphire of such deep, velvety blue that it seemed to hold the soul of the night sky. Cashmere sapphires are mined high in the Himalayas under deadly conditions. The mines were exhausted in the early 20th century, making each stone a priceless rarity. This one possessed the special quality of velvetiness, a unique inner glow. The ring turned out so massive it wouldn't fit Lady Elizabeth's delicate finger. They had to completely remake the setting while preserving the magic of the design. On January 20th, 1923, Elizabeth first wore the ring at Sandringham. The sapphire caught the winter light as she shook hands with 3 generations of European aristocracy. But years later, something mysterious happened. The Queen Mother stopped wearing the magnificent ring, replacing it with a modest one with pearls. Why did a woman abandon the rarest sapphire? These secrets were forever buried with their keeper. And this isn't the only story about sapphires and stubbornness. Princess Anne is the only one in British royal family history to receive 2 sapphire engagement rings. Each tells a story of love and quiet rebellion. The first story began in 1973. Mark Phillips proposed with a classic ring, a deep blue oval sapphire surrounded by 2 diamonds. Few knew the truth. It was secretly commissioned from Gerard, made according to Anne's personal preferences from rare Welsh gold. Behind the external classicism, hidden act of defiance. The couple kept their engagement secret for over a month, the first signal that the princess intended to live by her own rules. Real drama began 2 decades later. When the first marriage ended, Anne fell in love with Commander Timothy Lawrence. The second ring became a manifesto of new love, a cabochon sapphire surrounded by tiny diamonds. No fanfare, just a simple Scottish ceremony. Why sapphire again? In royal symbolism, sapphires represent wisdom, loyalty, and protection, qualities Anne embodied throughout her life. Choosing smooth cabochons reflected her style, functional, practical, stripped of showy luxury. Today, the princess remains one of the family's hardest working members. Her second marriage has lasted over 30 years. On her hand, a simple ring reminding us, true power lies in strength of character, not in glittering jewels. But another story began with a gesture of romantic courage. Before Queen Elizabeth wore the crown, she wore this ring. At 21, she put on jewelry that would define her love story and the monarchy's future. Prince Philip didn't order the ring from a jeweler. He created it with his own hands, a 3-carat diamond surrounded by 10 side stones. But what made it special, these diamonds were extracted from his mother's tiara, Princess Alice of Battenberg, a tiara she wore during exile. Princess Alice's story reads like a Gothic novel. Great-granddaughter of Queen Victoria, she was forced to flee Greece, lost her hearing, suffered a nervous breakdown, and spent years wandering Europe with remnants of jewels. By dismantling his mother's tiara, Philip wasn't just creating a ring, he was transforming pain into hope, exile into new beginning. Each diamond carried memory of a woman who lost everything but preserved her dignity. This act turned the ring into a bridge between old empires and new beginnings. The exiled princess's diamonds now shone on the hand of the future queen of the world's most powerful monarchy. Today, the ring is valued at $150,000 to $250,000, but its emotional value is immeasurable. Philip took fragments of a broken past and created a symbol of an indestructible future. But there's a mystery. What happened to the ring in the Queen's final moments? This puzzle is shrouded in Windsor court silence. In 1981, Diana staged a revolution. When Prince Charles presented Gerhard's tray, the court expected an exclusive choice. Instead, she chose a ring from the catalog, a 12-carat Ceylon sapphire surrounded by 14 diamonds for £28,000, available to the public. This left advisors in a state of shock. The sapphire perfectly matched the shade of her unforgettable blue eyes. But the true reason lay deeper. The design was inspired by Queen Victoria's brooch from Prince Albert in 1840, a symbol of their devotion. Diana intuitively connected herself to the monarchy's greatest romantic story. Her choice had a rebellious subtext. In a world of unique jewels, she deliberately chose an accessible ring, a quiet protest against elitism. Diana adored the ring, wore it through all highs and lows. Even when the fairy tale turned into nightmare, the ring remained on her hand. It survived the divorce, became part of her. After the tragedy in Paris, the princes chose memorial items. William took the Cartier watch, Harry the sapphire ring. It seemed the story had ended, but fate prepared a twist that made even the most cynical critics cry. In 2010, Prince Harry held his mother's ring, Princess Diana's symbol. By inheritance rights, it belonged to him. Harry had inherited his mother's features, her gift for turning royal duties into genuine encounters. But when William fell in love with Catherine, Harry made a decision that shocked courtiers. He gave the ring to his brother, not from duty, not under pressure, but from pure love for his older brother. Harry understood he wasn't just giving away jewelry. He was gifting the chance to connect love with mother's memory, to tell Kate, "Accept this ring as a sign of my love and blessing from the woman who gave us life." This gesture became the noblest act in modern monarchy history. In a world of royal intrigue, two brothers showed that family bonds are stronger than jewels. When William proposed to Catherine in Kenya on the shores of Lake Nakuru, he offered not just his heart, but his mother's blessing. The symbol of rebellion became a symbol of family unity. For Kate, this meant acceptance into the family, not as a stranger, but as beloved daughter-in-law of a never-seen mother-in-law. Every glance at the sapphire created an invisible connection with Princess Diana. Today, the ring is valued at £400,000 to £500,000, but the true value lies in memory and brotherly sacrifice that turned tragedy of loss into a symbol of family continuity. Catherine wears the ring with the same grace as Diana. The rebel sapphire became embodiment of beautiful tradition of passing down love. When King Charles proposed to Camilla in 2005, he chose not just a ring, but memory of a woman he had adored since childhood, and an era when the monarchy passed its severest test. Queen Camilla's ring is an Art Deco masterpiece, 5-carat emerald-cut diamond in the center, 6 baguette diamonds on the sides. Platinum satin creates pure brilliance and value, $288,000. Behind the beauty hides a story reaching into dark days of British history. The ring belonged to the Queen Mother, a woman whose steadfastness saved the monarchy during World War II. When London burned under bombs, when the palace came under attack, she became a symbol of defiance. The ring is a silent witness to trials. It's believed to have been gifted by King George VI after the coronation. When the king overcame his stutter and delivered inspiring speeches, the ring shone on the hand of the woman beside him. Every diamond absorbed the atmosphere of secret war meetings in underground bunkers. Every facet reflected candlelight during blackouts when the royal family refused to leave London. Present at meetings with Churchill when the fate of the free world was decided. The choice of this particular ring is deeply symbolic. Charles offered Camilla not just the crown, but the legacy of a woman who knew what it meant to stand beside a king during the greatest trials. The ring became a symbol of how the monarchy evolves and finds new ways to serve the people. Before cameras flashed and headlines screamed about the engagement, there was secrecy. In the hills of Wildcombe Manor Estate, Anthony Armstrong Jones placed the ring on Princess Margaret's finger. Ruby, stone of passion and protection, revered by a king since ancient times. For Margaret, whose middle name was Rose, Anthony created a floral composition. Bright ruby at the heart like a living bud, in a gentle halo of diamond petals forming a daisy. Behind the romantic gesture lay a deep story. Princess Margaret spent her whole life in her sister's shadow, destined for the throne. First love with Captain Townsend was destroyed by protocol, heartbroken in the name of duty. Years later, she met a man who saw the woman, not the princess. Antony, photographer and artist, a commoner who dared to love royal blood. The romance was an act of rebellion against the establishment. The ring became a manifesto of revolt, not a creation of court jewelers, but art born from passion. Ruby, king of precious stones, protection from evil and happiness in love. The floral design carried a message: despite everything, your heart can bloom again. This was a ring of choice. Margaret chose love over pressure. Antony immortalized it in jewelry so personal that the announcement was delayed for a prince's birth, earning the title Britain's most guarded secret. The ring remained witness to a time when a princess believed even in the royal world, love without compromise is possible. In quiet drawing rooms of Buckingham Palace, love shone with 3 perfect stones. When Prince Edward proposed to Sophie Rhys-Jones in 1999, he offered a story forged from diamonds. 2-carat oval diamond framed by 2 heart-shaped diamonds in platinum from Gerard. Heart diamonds, tribute to romance, triple composition, nod to past, present, and future. The ring is estimated at £149,000, but its value exceeds monetary expression. However, careful observers noticed, sometimes Sophie doesn't wear her engagement ring. In a world where every detail is analyzed under a microscope, this absence speaks volumes. What began as a symbol of love became reflection of personal choice. And in a family where traditions matter more than comfort, the Duchess showed some rules can be gracefully broken. Perhaps this relates to a practical approach. Sophie, former successful entrepreneur, was distinguished by common sense and unwillingness to pose. She prefers substance over form, real work over showy ceremonies, or it's a statement about modern marriage in the royal family. In Sophie and Edward's relationship, there was never public drama. Their love is quiet, steady, based on respect. Sophie can choose when to wear the ring. This speaks to relationship maturity. Their connection doesn't need external confirmation. It exists in daily conversations, shared duties, quiet moments away from cameras. This is revolutionary. The ring is choice, not protocol requirement. It wasn't the size, but the glow. The rarest pink-orange Padparadscha sapphire shone at the heart of Princess Eugenie's ring, catching light like living flame. Jack Brooksbank proposed without a ring, only with love under Nicaraguan sun. Together in London, they created jewelry without parallel. Sapphire weighing 3 to 4 carats, so rare, it comprises less than 1% of all sapphires. Set in floral composition of 10 round and 2 pear-shaped diamonds. Value exceeds £100,000, but true worth isn't in numbers. It changes color in different light, just like Eugenie, Jack said. In these words lies all the poetry of love. Padparadscha in Sinhalese means lotus flower, tribute to love that blooms 7 years. The choice is revolutionary. While generations of brides chose classic stones, Eugenie settled on what most cannot pronounce. Padparadscha requires a special eye, understanding of beauty that doesn't shout but whispers uniqueness. The choice reflected Eugenie's character, a princess who always walked her own path. But there's a mystical detail in the story. The floral design strikingly resembles rings of royal brides from past eras. A mysterious connection exists between Eugenie's choice and another royal bride's jewelry. Who was this woman? What ring inspired the design? Coincidence or deliberate tribute to family history? Questions remain unanswered, adding mystery to this puzzle ring of nature. In some sense, the ring became symbol of a generation unafraid to break traditions while respecting the past. When Edoardo Mapelli-Mozzi proposed to Princess Beatrice in 2019, he presented a love letter carved in diamond. Created by British jeweler Sean Lean, the ring was born from shared passions, Edoardo's love of Art Deco architecture and Beatrice's attachment to Victorian romance. The result, a unique masterpiece uniting two worlds. At its heart burns a rare 2.5-carat round-cut diamond, ethically sourced and shining with exceptional purity. Flanked by 2 baguettes of 7/500ths carat each. Platinum with 6-prong setting merges modern precision with vintage soul. Value exceeds £100,000, but true worth lies in intention. While many wear family sapphires, Beatrice chose timeless white brilliance, purity of form over luxury. The story symbolizes modern monarchy's evolution. Beatrice grew up in a world where traditions coexist with personal choice. Not obligated to follow strict protocols, she can create her own traditions. Edoardo brought fresh perspective on beauty. The ring is an architectural work in miniature where each element serves harmony. Platinum symbolizes endurance and purity. The ring's story is the story of the royal family's new generation, unafraid to be modern while staying true to eternal values. They honor traditions without becoming hostages to them. The main lesson of all these stories, each ring carries beauty not only of stones, but of human relationships. Love in the royal world requires sacrifices, but when the heart proves stronger than traditions, inspiring stories are born. 10 rings, 10 stories, 10 proofs. Love is the most powerful force capable of transforming simple stones into symbols of eternity.